Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Please enter the Gungeon. I think I'm going to try to get to the elevator man, and I'm going, well, first off, alt costume. And the elevator man now requires probably a lot of hegemony credits, which is why I'm not going to spend any coming down here, but did we actually complete our contract? Let me go check on that real quick. Still hunting. Wait, we need 19, like, big bullet sharks, I think? Anyway, we're taking the pilot because this does allow us to lockpick, but still save for what we need. I think we need 6 keys and, like, 350 credits. So, essentially, we have to get down to the forge without having purchased anything, in my opinion. At least that's my executive opinion right now. The one exception might be purchase 1 or 2 keys to make it down to the oubliette. And just hope that, you know, by doing 1 extra floor, we gain enough credits. But, I mean, it sounds like it's a lot. But I think we need, like, 250 or 300 credits. It's going to be tough to swing, but we're going to try it anyway. I mean, these late-game Gungeon objectives that we have to get are very, very difficult. You know, it's not necessarily a guarantee that we're going to be able to swing it. It blows my mind. I know I talk about this from time to time. It blows my mind that Austin, you know, twitch.tv/TheLastGreyWolf. Not The Last Grey Wolf, sorry. Twitch.tv/LastGreyWolf has, like 57 Gungeon wins in a row. That's, like, probably 40% of my playtime in Gungeon that he has in consecutive wins. And I played a lot of Gungeon. I mean, there's people out there that have certainly played more, and he's one of them, but that is, like, a ridiculous level of consistency that just blows my mind every single time. I think Gungeon is harder than Isaac, but I've been there in Isaac where you just feel like you can't do no wrong. It's a good feeling, man. I'm just following the flowchart. Just follow the flowchart, and you got the victory. Well, we don't have the flowchart set up yet. Moreover, we don't really have the flowchart set up in Isaac lately either, but that's okay. So what are we doing? What's our MO on this run? If we're gonna focus on 1 or 2 things, what are we gonna focus on? Obviously, getting as far as we possibly can in the game is awesome, but I would also very much desire to use our lockpick as much as possible. And if the lockpick works out for us, that's great. It might be fantastic to pick up like a book of chest anatomy or something like that, just to give us a better chance of getting. We have to try. Good start. Just to give us a better chance of getting good stuff from the chests. I really don't mind doing this, by the way. I feel like it's probably the most sensible option for us in actuality is just to lockpick immediately. Make sure you do get both lockpick lockpick charges, I should say, on the same floor. And we could use 1 key, sure, but you know, where do you stop in that? We already we start with 1 key. This means we only need 5, so that's a start. Excuse me. Could you get a larger junk hole, please? Oh, wait a minute, please, Mr. Junkman. Mr. Junkman. Look and see. Remember when you used to give 50 shells for the Junkman? Oh, yeah. Anyway. We got a long, probably potentially a little arduous road stacked up in front of us here, so prepare yourself for that. It has to be done at some point. Mark Twain, you know, I believe this is an actual Mark Twain quote, not like a... Yeah, who said it? I don't know, just write Mark Twain on it, put it in the Urban Outfitters. He said, never put off till today what you could do tomorrow, and I think that's true for a lot of things. You know, because sometimes if you put something off one more day, someone else will do it. And if you think that your time is more valuable than another person's, well, I mean, I guess that makes you kind of a dick, but at the same time, by not doing it today, you didn't have to do it at all, so I guess, you know, some selfish circles, that's considered a win. But no one else is going to do the junk or the elevator man stuff for me. So I feel like it is in our best interest to knock it out as soon as possible. That's kind of how I feel about procrastination, you know? I know there's all sorts of, like, you know, stop procrastinating, self-help workshops and stuff like that. I just sort of... I mean, like I mentioned in some of the channel update videos, which I should be doing more regularly. Oh, come on. That's unfortunate. I have to fight the boss with our base weapon. You know, I'm back in school. I'm taking classes part-time for programming. I mean, maybe part of it is that I like what I'm doing, but also, you know, I just like, as soon as I get home, I like eat dinner, and then I'm like, alright, let's knock out the assignments for this week. Get it done ASAP. I think the secret to procrastination is that there is no secret, you just do it. But that's like, you know, what's the secret to weight loss? You know, eat less, move more. But it's still harder to put it into practice, I suppose, because you go, I don't want to move more. I don't want to I want to play NBA 2K16. I've been there too. I don't know. I don't have the answers, Sway. Yeah, that was a terrible dodge on my part. With 3 blanks, I don't know why my brain was sending me the message that, like, okay, let's just focus on the one that we've already heard slightly more. My brain was sending me the message, like, definitely do not use a blank. Just focus on doing your dodge rolls. I don't know what I'm going to save these blanks for. I guess, honestly, it would be good to get into a secret room and possibly get a key out of it. But it's going to be very hard for me to use keys on this run, because I'm always going to be like, why would I use a key? I think I only need 6, but I might actually need 7. I really don't know enough about the economy of Gungeon. But I heard like a loud beeping sound there, it freaked me out. I really don't know enough about the economy of Gungeon to know if 300 or 350 credits is reasonable to get by the end of the 5th floor. But you know what? We should focus on, oh my god, one of the more important elements here. This has been one of the worst fights I've ever had against these Trigger Twins, I think. We should focus on another element here, which is, doesn't really matter how much money we have if we die. So let's try not to take 3 hits on the Trigger Twins. I'm not saying we should be able to flawless them with our base weapon as the Hunter, which I'm only now realizing actually has pretty truncated range. But we definitely should not be getting hit 3 or 4 times. Mind you, one of the reasons I've been hit a little bit more on this fight than I would like is because I'm trying to save blanks. If we're gonna live, we might as well save our blanks and use those for a slightly better chance of finding a secret room. Keep in mind, we can't shoot walls with this weapon, I believe. I think all starting pistols can't shoot walls to find secret rooms, so if we don't get a gun from this, then, oh, we did get a gun from that. Then we'll have to think about it, but there's full HP, because we've got another one back there. Buzzkill, I think, is really good, actually. They will take ammo, so might as well do that. I'm probably going to try to use our base weapon for most of the stuff that we're getting done here, but, oh no, we don't have full health, we have slightly under it. I'm probably going to try to use our base weapon for, like, the next floor, but I think this floor went okay. Could have been better, obviously. Could have been a lot better. But I still think it went okay. But the Buzzkill is solid. At least we have something to kill bosses with. Maybe a little overkill on the shooting here. I think there could be a boss here, or a secret room here. I was just looking at the way that the rooms were outlaid. We might as well, you don't know if it'll ever make a difference, but you might as well come here. Drop that in for you. Okay, seriously, dude. If we don't get enough keys, we can always purchase one, but we do need to have enough money to be able to purchase one if we're gonna, you know, execute on that, which I'm not sure. I don't think it's there, man. When it's not in one of the item rooms, that's when my life becomes just a mess here. Don't think it would be there. Well, I'm gonna try it on this big room then. Alright. Bit of a mistake there. Probably should have been slightly more patient. Life goes on. We are 1/6 of the way to the amount of money we need. It's a start. We're also 1/6 of the way to the amount of keys that we need, but we didn't actually pick up any keys on this room, so... or on that floor, I should say, so that sucks. However, life goes on. I also wanted to point out that someone tweeted me, and I'm not sure if this is correct, but we'll see now that I've brought it up in an episode. Hopefully people will chime in. If you don't pick up a gun before fighting the boss is guaranteed to give you a gun. This is very useful because I would much rather have a gun than any passive item right now. But in the future, if we have a... I was really hoping that'd be a key. Not that we don't need the money, but in the future, if we have guns that we like, I suppose we might want to just bum rush the boss before opening any chests. so that the chest, or the item from the boss could actually be a passive or an active item, but not a gun. It's a little bit getting into, like, higher order strategy, but admittedly, that higher order strategy can make the difference between, like, you know, semi-consistent victories and often losses, or, you know, very consistent victories. That's the kind of stuff in Isaac that makes a difference, too, you know? Having 5 cents when you go down to the next floor so that you can actually spawn an arcade. That arcade can give you enough money to buy some good stuff from the shop. That good stuff from the shop can cascade, give you a better chance of getting a deal with the devil, etc., etc. But, obviously, we're not quite there in Gungeon yet, but we are making good progress. That second Lich kill was very important, you know, mentally speaking for me. Get over the fact that, you know, we don't have to have a miraculous run to beat the Lich. Whoop. Please. Is it possible that the pilot's starting weapon is actually, like, the worst of all the starting pistols? I've always equated them as kind of like reskins of one another, but I don't know. I'm starting to believe that maybe, just maybe, this one is weakest. Like, the convict's starting weapon actually seems okay. Obviously, the hunter has the crossbow, which in a pinch is really good. Even when you're not in a pinch, it's pretty good, but, you know, you prefer to use it in a pinch, maybe save some ammo early, but I feel like this is the worst of all of them. Oh, you are like a real bullet. I thought you were just a rubber bullet. Ammo. Not really much benefit for this right now, but we might as well go for it. Lockpick, of course. Alright, this one actually worked out, and it gave us the silencer, which I think is good. Oh, secret room. We used a blank. We found another chest. We're going to need to get our lockpick set up to be able to use this, but this is okay. So the silencer is actually pretty good. I don't know if I want to use it just yet. I kind of want to see how the buzzsaw does against the boss before I, you know, put these weapons in a box. And we should be okay killing mostly basic enemies with our starting pistol, even though I endlessly kind of complain about how much I don't really like it. But, yeah, the fact that we got another access to a chest there, I mean, are our odds of opening that chest very good? That depends. Do you consider 50% odds very good? Consider it great odds if it was like, give you a 50% chance to win the lottery. To open a chest? Maybe not so much, but it's a start. Oh, I really thought that we'd actually gone right through there, threaded the needle, but that's okay. So we have, like, if I use my starting pistol for all of this floor except the boss, we actually have a pretty nice loadout for dealing with the third floor. The silencer, in my experience, is capable of handling that, so that's good. Oh, I just kicked my garbage can. It's not mad at my garbage can, it's just, I got this, it's gonna seem like a humble brag. I don't mean it like that. We live in a very, very small apartment, because real estate prices are insane in this part of the world, and, we got our HTC Vive yesterday, so we're not sweating it. Oh, it worked! And we got the escape rope. It takes you to the shop on any floor where you use it. It's not necessarily bad. Any teleport can be good in a storm. Any teleport in a storm, that's what they say, right? But yeah, we got our HTC Vive, the Steam and HTC virtual reality peripheral, and the box is fucking huge. Couldn't find a place to put it, so I just shoved it under my desk here, and now I have no leg room. It's like I'm permanently flying, and I have never flown first class. I only know what it's like to have a, you know, average amount of leg room. But you know, I don't know if I'm just a weirdo, but I've never felt the need to recline my seat. I mean, I'll tell you straight up, I'm not an NBA basketball player. I'm 5 feet 10 inches tall, which is like 173 to 175 centimeters, somewhere in there. So I'm not like, I'm not killing it in the legroom department in the first place. However, I see people much, you know, my size or smaller always reclining, and I'm like, damn dog, you got to embrace the knees up meta. Sometimes I cross my legs, sometimes I put my knees up as high as they'll go. It's surprisingly comfortable. Sometimes, yeah, I gotta admit, you do want the legroom. I can't deny that, but you know what I like about the escape rope in this situation? I'll talk about the Vive more. I mean, we're gonna be on this run for like an hour, but you know what I like about the escape rope is that if a shop costs us a key to get into, no, it doesn't, because we can just use the escape rope to get in there. Yeah, I got the Vive last night. It arrived at like 10 a.m. or something like that, but I was like, you know what? Let's be a responsible adult. Got all my work done. Did the NLSS, recorded some more videos. Then I went down and got it and installed it and played around with it for a little while. So far, I've only played a game called The Audio Shield. I played Fantastic Contraption when it was in development last year, which sold me on the peripheral in the first place. But Audio Shield is, I believe, from the same developers as Audio Surf. You know, the game that looks at the music that you have in your computer, you select a track, and then it procedurally generates. It's alright. We did pretty well on these chests on this floor. I can't be too mad. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, supposedly. But in this one, instead of actually like riding along a track, you have 2 shields on each one of your arms, and you use that to like deflect bullets, and the shields are different colors based on the bullets that are coming in, and you can only deflect bullets that are the same color as your shield, etc., etc. It was good, but I'm looking forward to playing some more transformative stuff on it. Like, as dorky as it sounds. And you know what? I'm not going to apologize for this, because I don't think it's that dorky. I think it's a testament to the ingenuity of mankind. There's a virtual reality experience, I hesitate to call it a game, although it does have interactive elements, where you, I don't mean that in a rude way, by the way. What? Well, this is not a good start. Where it puts you in the cockpit of the Apollo 11, and, you know, the mission that actually landed on the moon for the first time. And then you go to, well, allegedly landed on the moon for the, anyway. You go to space. That seems cool. It's 15 bucks. And it's like 80 minutes long or something like that. But I'd like to give it a try. I'll report back in a future Gungeon episode when that's done. Anyway. I can't believe I'm not gonna flawless the holster. That's very embarrassing for me. I actually didn't see that second shot that hit me either. Maybe we'll take a little quick break here for just a moment. Ooh, Huntsman's pretty good, even though 1 level of curse, but 1 level of curse does nothing to us anyway. Well, we'd be very silly if we didn't at least ferry in a bottle on our way out of here. I can't believe that we still only have 1 key, and we picked up, like, almost exactly 60 credits. 66. Alright. Let me sip this coffee. Brain, you don't work right when you don't have the coffee. My thoughts, you know, first, HTC, the HPV vaccine is very important if you want to prevent, you know, the risk of vaginal cancer. But anyway, the HTC Vive, apropos of nothing at all, I'm going to start the silencer for room clearing. From a technology standpoint, is amazing. It's an expensive piece of hardware. I wouldn't buy it on a whim, for sure. But there's like a little VR setup application that you run that was created by Valve. Wow, that was a great start. And one of the things you do want is you like press buttons on the controller and you blow up like balloon animals and they fly up to the top of the simulated room. I just did that for like 10 minutes and then I was like, Kate, you gotta check this out. And then she came in and she played around with the balloons for like 15 minutes, man. It's like, it's that good. It really does feel like you're in a simulated environment. And if you go like find footage on YouTube of like mixed reality streams and stuff of people playing Audio Shield, you'll be like, this looks like a Kinect game. But once you actually put the headset on yourself, you are like, I am in Tron's gladiatorial arena, and this is the future of everything. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but it is. It's real fun so far. All right, how is Gungeon going? Really, really bad. I'm fine from the perspective of I'm at full HP, but I'd really like full HP to not be 3 right now. And considering that we can't buy anything, and we can't open any chests with keys, it would be really, really sick if I could actually take one of the few things that is within my control, which is flawlessing bosses, especially a boss like the Beholster, which is probably the easiest boss that we could face this early on in the game. Even easier than the first floor bosses, in my opinion. Once you've learned the patterns, at least. And actually pick up some HP as a result of those, but kind of bunged it up so far. Okay, we can get a chest by using a blank. We absolutely should do that. And we get the fossilized gun, which actually, if we now go fossilized gun, silencer, I think I'm going to be happy with the results. Now, it is going to be scary as well, but we're going to... Oh, that was a nasty shot. We're going to get a ton of extra ammo efficiency out of it. Because basically, we no longer need to use so many silencer bullets. Now, the silencer's still going to be in a bad place ammo-wise pretty dang quickly here, but we're we're starting to work towards it. I think we're building the run that has a chance to have some good stuff happen here, but we got to meet it halfway, and I'm not sure we're fulfilling our end of the bargain there completely yet. Also, might get a little framey in here as we use this weapon that's... Ooh, we do need a key for that, unfortunately. As we use this weapon that does, you know, cause a lot of particle effects or whatever to show up on screen. Excuse me, sir, if you could just walk into the fire, thank you. I really used to not like these guns. The guns that weren't actually very powerful in their own right, but they created you know, an array of status effects on the room that made life hell for your enemies. I've gotten into them now, and I actually think that they provide you with a pretty huge benefit, especially from an ammo efficiency standpoint. They're probably the most ammo efficient weapons in the game, and that's including, I think I did get the blank there. That's including stuff like the Mega Hand. Like, you use like 4 ammo, you can cover the entire room in fire. Okay, we did get something here. It's the regular bow. It's horrible. But it might be better than Cupid's bow. I don't think it's very good, but I'll tell you what. Why don't we try, because we're low on fossilized gun, or sorry, we're low on ammo for the Scrambler. That's Chest Friendship, which I'm not that interested in. We're low on Scrambler ammo. What if we try lighting the whole room on fire, and then we use the bow to take out everything else? All enemies are not dead yet. Excuse me? Maybe the bow's not that bad. How many times do I go through that same cycle, though? This weapon sucks. It's hot shit. It's garbage. I've used it once now, and maybe it's not that bad. Okay, we got the boss fight already. I think we do go back to the buzzkill. Probably not even any fire, because it just makes it more likely that I'm going to hurt myself. Remember, you got 2 blanks. Don't be afraid to use them. I'm lucky that he chose to do that attack, actually. Sweet, okay. As stacking up those dodges just makes it easier to not forget about the bullets that have already gone on. Can I point out as well that we are on 1 fucking key still? I'm not saying we should be on 6 keys. I'm just a little surprised that we're stuck on 1. This is why it's important to buy keys, I suppose, because, you know, if we were actually able to buy keys on this run and still afford to, you know, finish our objective as requested, we would be able to have more items. But honestly, we're actually pretty lucky on this run. You know, anything the lockpick gives us is a gift. Mathematically speaking, there's a 50% chance each of those items would never have existed for us, so I'm relatively pleased to just, you know, get any chance that we can have to have them. I think chat is right. Wow. For the most part, you don't want to stand dead center when these bullets show up. Now, the buzzsaw, admittedly, as we're seeing here, is no super meat gun. But it is doing enough work for me to be pleased with it, I think. Yeah, there's the final wave here. Gotta be careful of those dodges towards the enemy, even though it was necessary there for us to handle that bullet properly. Come on, don't make me do this one more time, dude. That's fine. That's fine. Didn't think you would be coming back for another shot, but that's okay. I do want to get close enough to see the Balrog, but I think we got him anyway. Holy shit, okay, so we flawless the boss that we shouldn't have flawlessed, but that's okay. We will definitely take this, and this, and this. Do we want the smoke bomb, which I think is pretty garbage, or do we want the escape rope, which I think is fairly garbage? Did we find the secret room on this floor? I can't remember. Honestly, I think I want the, I want to keep the escape rope. I don't want to use a key. Okay, we still have a lot of floor left, I've realized. So we're gonna go fossilized gun bow. And, gotta admit, just keep rolling, man. Now I've done it. That somehow worked. Gotta admit, I actually feel a lot more confident about ourselves having taken care of that on the last floor. Or on the last boss, I should say, so... There is hope for this run yet, perhaps. I have to say, though, from an economic standpoint, not really feeling it right now. I'd really love to be at, like, 250. Instead, we're at 180. Now, we do have all of the 5th floor, but... with our existing loadout, the 5th floor might not be as easy as it looks right now. I would also love to get, like, any key drops. Being 5 keys down is not a good situation for us. Especially because we started at 5 keys down. Yeah, that was... oh, yeah, okay. I actually did make it across there, but I don't think I deserve to. Alright, this one did open, so I'm pleased with that. And it's a speed upgrade. That's real good. These shots are going to come for you, so be ready. Oh, secret room. 3 keys! Wow, okay. I am not going to open that chest, because we may indeed need every key. So we'll shoot it up, hopefully get some... I don't know, hopefully get another key out of it, but we didn't, and I'm not going to use a key to go through that room, because I think we need every single key that's available to us. All of a sudden, I wouldn't say I'm supremely confident about our chances here. We do still have to survive, but I am more confident than I used to be about our chances on this run. By the way, probably should have talked about this in the 2nd floor, from which we are very distant right now. However, people have said you don't have to roll with the TV. You can throw the TV across the gap. That's correct. Then maybe that's what I'll tackle if this one is lucky enough to work out on this run. Okay. You are an idiot. I'm speaking to myself. We also probably should be using the Huntsman for our boss fight, which is... wow. Which is hilarious to me. Oh, another key. Okay, we're in a good spot now. Which is hilarious to me because we actually flawless the last boss using, for sure, the most suboptimal of our options. Okay, this is, like, horrible damage. Get rid of the bow. We're not using the bow anymore. Because we got the Huntsman for bosses, we're going to use the saw for room clearing. And we're going to get some HP. We're going to use the flawless gum. We're going to use the buzzsaw. Here we go. Buzzkill. Here we go. Admittedly, don't really like covering the level with as much fire as we've done there, but it did get the job done quickly, although it was a little risky to ourselves, to put it mildly. Okay, good stuff. Just move. I had to move a couple tables out of the way to accomplish my goal there. I'd do it again if I could. Oh my god, this was very silly of me. I'm taking so much damage for no reason. I'm surprised those enemies have so much HP with respect to fire or otherwise, though. Did you see that? This enemy teleported. This is a thing those enemies can do? They can... no, stop that. I very nearly popped a blank there. We gotta rebuild our HP, man. An extra blank, you know, it is HP in some circles in the world. Seems like every Gungeon run has, like, oh, the blobs are immune to fire, even when they're made of what appears to be ostensibly ice. I find this hard to believe. No. End this mage's life before it can ruin yours. We're done. We can do this. We can do this. Every Gungeon run seems to have, like, one floor that is just fucked. Sometimes, very often, in fact, it's the 5th floor. On this one, I've kind of ruined a lot of the 4th floor for myself. And the fossilized gun may not be helping, but I haven't taken any fire damage so far. But to be fair, I am probably taking some damage because of not being able to dodge through the fire. Well, this should take care of anything that spawns on that side. There's a mage of some sort down there. And down here, for that matter. Excuse me. Okay, good stuff. I really, really do not want to buy anything from the shop. Please don't make me buy anything from the shop. Just give me some HP drops. I'm very confident that enemies could survive being on fire if they had the mage buff, so I'm glad we managed to take him out relatively soon. Still keeping it going here. We only need 1 key and like 65, I hope. 65 credits. Well, obviously the fire is going to do nothing here except make my life hard, so this is where we use a blank. If we have to, I guess. Yep, I feel completely justified in that. One jammed bulletkin cost me a blank there. If we only need, 75 more credits, it's very good. 75 more credits and 1 key, I should say. We got a very realistic shot at it, I think. That HP is extremely valuable. No boss fight, please. I really do not wish to fight the boss yet. And I'm not talking about Bruce Springsteen, even though he does have dad strength. That could probably mess my life up pretty easily. But he wouldn't, because he has also dad inner strength, which means that he doesn't feel the need to hurt people. Unless they say they don't like Thunder Road. But who would ever say that in the first place? Alright, we broke the chest. That's okay. It could give us HP. Junk. Well, we could find a secret room. Next time, use a key, it says. Well, maybe next time design your game so that I don't have to do this. Oh, here we go. I'm not even going to shoot for secret rooms yet, just because I want to make sure that we don't accidentally shoot the chest open. If I can get an item out of that chest, we'd definitely prefer to do so. That should take care of it. Alright. We do have our lockpick back. Let's try it out. There could be a secret room above this. Hey, this one actually worked. Gave us a light gun, which is okay. I don't think there'll be one down here. Alright. Well, I mean, we squandered our potential pretty early on this floor, but we're starting to build it back up here. All we need to do is give this to the shopkeeper. Afterwards, he'll probably want hegemony credits, so we could even give him the hegemony credits. Oh, this isn't what we want to use. Unless he wants, like, 150 hegemony credits, we got him covered. Should we use light gun instead of, buzzkill? I don't think so, but I did, temporarily. Alright, here's our new setup. Let's get all these enemies on fire, including you. Beautiful. We're done. There is a shopkeeper. He has a gun muncher. +1 to bull is pretty good. We're probably not going to use the bow. And we're probably not going to use the light gun. I hate to do it, but we're going to try it here. What do you got for me? Hook me up. Okay, the RPG is okay at best, I think. Not my favorite boss clearer. We could buy half a heart, but honestly, I sort of feel like... Let me coffee up before this. This could be a big deal here. I feel like we really should not die on this boss fight. We'll get HP back from it. That was a horrible start. Oh, no, it's even worse now. Okay. Don't even risk that one. Be strong. Be strong. Still 1 blank left. Okay, 0 blanks left. Now you're in the shit. Good dodge, dog. Good dodge. Stay on it. Much better fight here. Yep, I knew it. Oh, I blame myself, of course, but I really blame the start of that floor. I just bricked it up, took 3 damage on in rooms that I should not have been taking 3 damage on. It's a nasty way for it to go, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. We'll try this again, I think, on the next episode. For now, though, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.